What's going on, guys? This is Aaron. This channel is called Hotel Delta, bringing you all things two wheels. Lately I've been seeing this more and more. Guys want to know, how can you tell if your adaptive ride height's working on your Pan America? I'm going to show you the 3 ways I know how to tell. We're going to take a look at that right now. You guys have any questions, hit me up below. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next ride. Alright guys, so I got a brand new 2023 Pan America here. I'm going to show you probably the easiest way to test it, and that's the adaptive ride height, to make sure it's working. Basically what you do is sit on the bike and you jounce it, bounce it, however you want to say it. You get the suspension moving up and down quite a bit, and then you turn the bike on. When you turn the bike on, the adaptive ride height is going to activate. It's going to lower that bike. 1 to 2 inches is what they say in the manual. So I'm going to get on this bike, show you, bounce it up and down, turn it on, and you should see it lower a couple inches. Here we go. All right, guys, the second way that I'm going to say you can tell if the adaptive ride height is working is coming to a stop, not braking hard. If you're easy on the brakes as you're crossing that threshold of 7, 6, 5 miles an hour, you should feel the ass end of the bike sit down first and then the front end droop just a little bit. I can tell it pretty easily on my bike. I'm sure depending on how you ride and the situation, it might be a little more difficult. The third way, and this is if you can't tell if that's working, we're going to go into ride modes and we're going to change one of the settings. So this is a brand new bike. It's not been done on this. I am going to go to ride customizations. So in the menu screen, and I'll show you how to do all this. Menu screen, let's go to settings, ride customization, ride modes. We're going to come down here and turn on custom A ride mode. Next, we're not going to copy anything over, so we're actually turning it on, not copying anything over. We are going to go all the way down to suspension dampening and adaptive ride height. So under adaptive ride height, you're going to go down to automatic with short delay. So what that means is you're going to come to a complete stop and the bike is going to stay high for just a few seconds. I've done this on my bike. It's pretty obvious that you're going to come to a stop, and yes, it's going to be in full height. And about 2 to 3 seconds after you come to a complete stop, the bike is going to squat for you. That is another way that you can try to feel that adaptive ride height. If I had to put these in the ways of the most obvious, when the bike is completely turned off, bouncing it or jouncing it, and then turning the bike on is probably the most obvious. The second one is going to be what I just showed you on there, which is turning on that ride customization mode and doing the short delay, the automated with short delay. It's very obvious, especially if you've been riding for a little while. And the least obvious is obviously when you're under braking, coming to a complete stop. I noticed it pretty well on both the bikes I've owned so far, but that's the most difficult way to tell. The stop position, let it sit here, and you really do have to bounce it around. The other one that I can kind of throw out there, only because I have hauled my bike in a trailer. If you put it in a trailer, you tie it down, whenever you get where you're going, the first time you turn it on, it will lower significantly. That would be my fourth way of letting you know how the adaptive ride height works. And for any of you guys that don't know, the adaptive ride height's default setting is in the high position. So if for any reason your adaptive ride height shuts off, does not work, turns off, it's going to stay in the high position, not the low position. So assume a 33-inch seat height, which is a pretty big stretch for me. You guys have any other questions, hit me up below. Anything else you'd like me to describe, I'd be more happy to do it. You guys take care, ride safe, and we'll see you all in the next one.